Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the White Lily Pound Cake Mix. This was $2.48 at Walmart. It says it's rich and buttery and it includes a vanilla flavored glaze mix. So let's see, I think there should be, 2 packets in here. So this is the glaze mix and you're going to save this for later. And this is our pound cake mix. So you need 3 things for this recipe. You need 3/4 cup water, 1 egg, and 10 tablespoons of melted butter. So you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You want to spray a 8x4 inch loaf pan with non-stick cooking spray. I use the Baker's Joy just because that's what we have. But you want to take all 3 of your ingredients with your powder and mix them together until they're combined. I'm just going to smooth out the top here. This is going to bake for 55 to 60 minutes. So it bakes for a long time. But it's thick. You know, when you put stuff in a loaf pan, it's thicker. So I'm going to set my timer for 55 minutes and then we'll be back. So we have allowed this is how it looks after it's baked, and we've allowed it to cool for 30 minutes. So what it says is to, before you take it out, to run a knife along the edge. But I did spray it really well, so I don't think I'm going to have an issue. I mean, you can see it's moving around in there pretty good. So I have a piece of parchment paper here, but I'm going to take this and flip it over like this, and I felt it come right out of there. Like that, came right out, and it pans nice, and it's none of it's stuck. So I put my parchment paper under here though, because when I put my glaze on here, it'll catch it underneath.
Are you gonna leave the bottom up, or are you gonna flip it to the top?
Let's see. They have theirs rounded. I guess I could flip it over. That's fine. Okay. So what you want to do is, for this part, you just need some water. So this is your glaze mix, and you pour it in a bowl. It's basically powdered sugar. That's what it looks like. And then you do a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half. I think I'll do, there we go. And you stir it. Actually, I'm going to use a fork for this part. So I'm not going to add any more water to it because to me that looks like a really good texture. And then you just want to drizzle it over the top. So now it doesn't give a specific time, but it says to let this sit until your glaze has time to set. So you don't want it to be wet. You want it to have like it should have like a little crust, kind of like the top of a donut or so, like a glazed donut. And so I'm just gonna let this sit here. I'll probably wait another half hour and then come back and see if it's ready to cut. I'll let this sit for about 15 minutes. So now I'm just gonna pick it up and move it over to a plate, and you can tell it's set because that's firm. So now I'm going to cut it, and that is how it looks. It looks perfect. So on the back of the box they show a sour cream vanilla pound cake, and they used a bundt pan to make that one, and I'm thinking, well, why didn't they use the bundt pan for that? I don't know.
You probably could have.
I'm sure you could have. But the sour cream vanilla pound cake, you need 2 boxes.
I was going to say, that's awfully big, so
that's
you have to have 2 of them.
Yeah, you need 2 boxes of this. You need 4 eggs instead of just 1. You need 3/4 cup oil, which we didn't use any, and then you need 1 cup of sour cream. So you need a lot more stuff if you want to make the pound cake. But yeah, I'm sure it's good. And it makes 12 slices. This is 1/10 of the package is 170 calories. This package is prepared. It's 280 calories. And these are, did you know that White Lily was in Jackson, Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jackson. Well, it's been around
Tennessee.
for a long time.
I got the end piece.
I tried a piece of the bottom without, the stuff.
The glaze.
It's a really nice, fluffy cake. Very moist too.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because some pound cakes you get are dry. This one's not dry at all.
And you get the vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not vanilla bean.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Then the glaze just adds a level of sweetness to it.
See, I haven't tried the glaze yet.
It really doesn't add a ton of flavor. It just adds sweetness. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Eat that as a little dessert on a Sunday afternoon
Yes.
after you've had Sunday dinner, or,
That's nice.
or even any night. Just have it as a nice little slice of sweet. That's really good.
I'll tell you where these are. At least where we found them in Walmart. They always come out with the seasonal, the holiday displays next to the baking aisle.
Right. So they have Christmas section, and then the same section will have St. Patrick's
Halloween,
Day, Halloween,
Easter. So
Valentine's,
these,
all that stuff.
I don't know why, but these aren't in the baking aisle. They are actually on that Easter middle display.
Yeah.
Now, I would think this is something that is not specific for Easter at all. So I would think these would move on into the baking aisle once Easter's over.
Right.
They might already be there for you.
We have a smaller Walmart too, so they don't have as much shelf space in the baking aisle, so I think they use that as additional space too.
Exactly. But I absolutely think it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
This would be suitable for anybody. So even if you have really picky eaters, there's no flavors in here at all that are strong or off-putting.
Mm-hmm. No.
It's just a very basic, lightly vanilla cake.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
That would go with coffee, tea, milk.
You could use this in other recipes if you wanted to, crumbled up and put inside stuff. I mean, it's just
you could.
What is that? A trifle? We have cake on the bottom. You put pudding on top, and I mean, you could stack it with.
You absolutely could.
So how many slices are you supposed to get?
Because it has a really nice flavor. 10.
Well, it's pretty good sized slices then, because you probably slice it to where you could get probably 12 or so. So you could go a little bit thicker even.
You could. You absolutely could. But it's dense, but it's not too thick, and it's
no, it's got a good springiness.
Yeah, it's perfect. I was noticing when I mixed the batter up and poured it into the loaf pan, it is a different texture than than your traditional just cake mixes.
Yep.
It seemed a little bit thicker to me than most of your cake mixes. So I think it's delicious. I would absolutely get it.
Yeah, just don't expect it to have tons of flavor, because it's not. It's a basic vanilla flavor, but it's still really good.
This is something, like I said, I think would be great with coffee, tea, milk. If you're having company, this would be what you would want to serve. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.